Hello Capricorn, this is Christelle Martinette with another reading for the week starting February 29th. And I have with me the tarot, the Angel Tarot deck, which is an Italian deck. It's with Italian artwork and Italian words on them. There is the Vita Sibilla Italian deck. These decks were pre-shuffled. I'm just giving it another workout here. And I have a bag of a rune set, my first rune set that I created from maypole slivers. And so I'll start now, and I did mention to you last week that it was the first, it was sort of an announcement week for the next 3 or 4 weeks to come of what would lay ahead. So I'm very curious, Capricorn, to see what is in store for you. Oh, this is just absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You're finally coming into a moment, because I remember we did talk about finances and difficulties there. You're finally coming to a moment where you're starting to feel on more stable ground with your finances. And that is leading to a feeling of being at home again, you know, with yourself, not necessarily in your context, but, you know, being at home and at peace with yourself. Now, there is a, you know, the spread is telling me that you are very well positioned to really get what you want in the future. And it's just a matter of knowing exactly what you want. And that idea is, where do I go from here? That is the Capricorn. Sometimes my computer shuts off. So that is the crux of the week. Where do I go from here? What can I do to avoid some of my past mistakes and use my talents for the future? So this is really high on your mind. Let me show you the cards first of all. First card is the Three of Pentacles. Next to that, there's a 9-card spread. Next to that is the Stars. Next to that is the lovely King of Cups. Then we have the Strength card, La Forza. 3 of Wands. 6 of Swords. Look at the Sun. Last row. Then the Wheel of Fortune. You have beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. And the 4 of Wands. Now, you know, really there is not one area that is negative here. There's the crux of the matter. There's the focus card, this 3 of Wands, where, as you saw, there is one wand firmly planted in the ground. You're looking forward. Behind you is a little devil with one wand sticking it in your back. In the front, an angel is pulling the wand forward, you know. So you're trying to understand the negative side to your past, your mistakes, and trying to avoid them for the future. But, you know, with these beautiful major arcana, the stars, the Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune, you know, this is a formula for success. Not only, we did talk about in the weeks past, I remember, of you going to a different place, or you changing jobs, or you having made a decision. And I think it was perhaps last week that you were asking yourself, oh my goodness, have I taken the right decision? Was that the proper thing to do? You know, so you weren't sure about that. Well, here with the 6 of Swords knighting the 3 of Pentacles, this is definitely a proper decision, and you're going in the right direction, because this 3 of Pentacles is putting you on stable ground. So indeed, you can make that step, take that step forward. Now, interestingly, the Three of Pentacles is mirroring the last card, the Four of Wands, which is a very happy card, a very, emotionally pleased and harmonic card that talks of you now feeling very, very happy and you can move on. The last row in itself, the King of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Wands. There is this King of Cups. We'll have to take the Virasabila to see if that is a person indeed, or if it's an energy. And there's also this beautiful set. They're all, everywhere you look at the deck, everywhere you look at the spread, it's fantastic. There's just one more beautiful side to the spread than the other. The Strength card. The Strength card knighting both with the King of Cups and the Four of Wands, telling me that you are at peace both with your emotions and with what your decisions have brought you to do. The same with the Wheel of Fortune that is creates a chevron with the Strength card and the Six of Swords. It is a decision that is turning in your favor. Okay, and the stars that are creating a chevron with the Strength card and the Six of Swords again. They are all, sort of creating a picture, a message for you to say, look, don't worry about that wand behind you, and just look at the one before you and know that there are three wands. We are humans, and we do have a shadow side, and we do have pitfalls. That's part of life. Just accept that. Go. And know that it's going to happen again. I mean, if the person who understands that they are bound to make mistakes is a happy person, because then they can live with that, Let me take the Virasibila on this Three of Wands, first of all. Okay, this is, yes, it's a bit of your fears, actually. We have the Doctor, we have a Messenger, and we have the Prison here. Prigione, lettera, messaggero, and the Dottore. We have here, though, it's as if you're taking care of the idea. It's as if you are the messenger. Okay, you're the messenger, and the messenger is saying, okay, I'm going to lick my wounds and move ahead. I've made mistakes. And the messenger is also telling you that in the past, you were held down by some reason. You were constrained by some reason. And it's suggesting that you revisit that. What was it that held you down, that made you decide to move on? What was that? What were those decisions that were made? I'm going to take the Sibilla now on this King of Cups. All right, the King of Cups indeed is a person, is a loved one. And I have the Domestico, I have l'amante, the male lover, and the safe. Now, this could be a male or female lover, depending on who you are. And the interesting nature is, what they are saying is that you were hoping for a stable relationship with that person. You had hoped that it would have escalated into an established relationship, the institution there. And you really did want to get married, many of you, most of you. You wanted a ring on your finger, you wanted a bond, you wanted to have, a claim on someone. Even if it were just a piece of paper saying, I vow to, but that was, you wanted some kind of security, and you did want to live with that person. This is very clear. But this person still is in the spread, and the person is above the Six of Swords, which is the moving away. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm here to tell you, you may want to consider taking along that person with you. You may want to consider talking about it. You may want to consider putting it on the table and see their reaction. Maybe that will help you, you know, even just to talk about it. Going now to take the Sibylle cards on the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands are telling me there's Morte, the death, Casa, the house, and Amica, the female friend. And what this is the house, as I was saying, and it is here a new house, a new place to go. So you really are moving away. You're going somewhere else. You're going into another home in any case. And it's going to bring you harmony. L'Amica speaks to harmony. And that is the exit card, which is lovely. I'm going to now take the runes to see if they can add anything. Okay. And what they're telling me, let me turn around. Okay. Ah, lovely. Lovely. Now look, I know I don't care what you I don't care. I don't know what you think about that other person and bringing them with you or whatever, but what I'm getting here with these runes, right, they're saying that in time, this is a relationship that's one of the most important in your life. It's almost as if there is a past life connection here. It's a past life positive connection. There may have been some kind of bonds, curses, or whatever, but in time they have been dissolved. And what you have here is a working partnership. Now, you know, I could just tell you there's Yera. Yera speaks to time. It beats time. Ding, ding, ding. That person will be there for a long time. Okay, then we have weird, and that weird underscores the importance of that person. Manats, two wunyus looking at each other. This is a couple, a happy couple in harmony. And Perdro is a visionary rune. This is a rune that in this spread is asking you, because it's right, you know, there's a trajectory, there's a line here, and off to the side, on the level with Manats, Perdro is saying, look, Capricorn, please try to imagine yourself with that person in future. Try to imagine the daily ins and outs. Try to imagine yourself as a different person together with another person, because when we're alone, we are one person. When we're in a couple, we obviously, I mean, this is obviously like day and night, we adapt, we change, we obviously adapt to a different, you know, when you're on a dance floor and you're dancing, you concede, you can lead, you can follow, you can suggest, but we obviously are together. So obviously you're different from when you're alone. Now, the last rune, my dear Capricorn, the last rune is Tyr, and that is a success. So I'm going to leave it at that for you, Capricorn. I do hope that this reading has helped, and and again, this is part of an announcement that was announced last week, and so this is the beginning, so it's inviting you to think about that. I do hope this has helped you. Namaste, my Capricorn friends, till we read together again. Bye-bye.